So, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank you all for being here and joining the first part of a series of webinars, which we will be hosting throughout the year. Now, the webinars will be focused around the food and beverage industry and aligned with different topics of discussion and content accordingly. So for the first one, we've paired up with the FDEA, the Food and Drink Export Association in the UK, and RangeMe, which is our sister brand. Our founder, his name was Charlie Bolus. Before founding the company, he worked in the retail industry as a buyer and wholesaler for several chains, including Target, which you all know, Cook United, and Boston Distributors. Now, Charlie would attend trade shows as a buyer, and he found it difficult to navigate the long list of suppliers and large exhibition halls. So he set about trying it a different way for buyers and suppliers to connect, and he founded the company Efficient Collaborative Retail Marketing, commonly referred to as ECRM. Now, the essence of the programs, one, the meetings are category specific. Two, they're pre-qualified one-on-one meetings directly with decision makers, so brand owners and category buyers. And then three, all the clients are prepared and supported by ECRM's client success team. And this is where Margaret is also going to expand on that. Now, the Meet the Buyer format is still quite novel. In 1994, before the internet boom, there was a huge innovation, and ECRM took the retail industry by storm, quickly developed those relationships with leading retailers like CVS, which continue to participate with us today. And since then, we have expanded into the UK with global category planning programs as early as 2003, with key retail partnerships such as Sainsbury's, Boots, Asda, Tesco, and others. And then we set up our first European office in Utrecht in Netherlands in 2017. Now, what does the customer journey look like? And this is quite short. So within Europe specifically, we organize multiple category specific programs. Within the food and beverage industry, we have segmented this into 6 different programs. As you can see there, this is dry grocery, shelf-stable beverages, snack and confectionery, frozen, chilled and dairy. And we do have a baby and toddler program where food and feeding is also a specific product category focus within. Now, when a supplier is interested in joining one of our programs, in the first instance, it would be myself or one of the relevant sales managers according to your territory that would schedule a short meeting with you or with any supplier to understand their product SKUs, their capabilities, and to see whether there is a match with our retail buying partners. We like to ensure that the suppliers we bring on board are going to extract enough value from our programs, and if they have a product offering that is also in line with what our buyers are looking for. Now, equally, we want to satisfy our buyers as they are a fundamental part of our value proposition. And also, it's good to note that within every program, there's only 2 packages. And we offer a 10-minute package and a 20-minute package. And this is the time that each supplier will have directly with the buyer. So at this point, a supplier can choose whether they're happy with all the information, they're happy with the buyer list, and at that point, they can choose whether or not they want to register. And all you have to let us know is which package you'd like to do, and also what your requirements are, capabilities, what you're looking for, et cetera, et cetera. That's usually covered in that meeting with the sales manager. So now I'm going to pass you over to Margaret. So she's going to explain what happens when a supplier confirms their registration and what the client success management team, the CSMs, what their role is and how they help the suppliers.
Thank you, Bruno. Hi, everyone. So my name is Margaret. I am one of the client success managers here in ECRM. So what are the key steps really in the client journey? I really like the word journey, actually, that take place after registration. So each supplier, first of all, as previously already mentioned, will have a dedicated client success manager or CSM assigned to them. And this is for active communication around preparation. You know, it's also about deadlines, schedules, and any updates. So first steps first, CSM normally reaches out to the suppliers with preparation info and also schedule a preparation call. And the preparation call is really where we discover all the steps or all the journeys that will come along. We will introduce the supplier to the preparation page where all information is held. We will also discuss the important information that is needed to ensure that we complete the supplier's profile. So suppliers do need to create an ECRM profile, answer capability survey questions, and also set up their relevant product categories for each of the programs. We will also discuss through and also remind as a next step on how the scheduling process works, and just make sure that everybody has kind of good overview and also understands the scheduling page, which is also a part of the preparation page. As I mentioned, all this information is always at the client's hand and at their hand's reach on the ECRM portal, so they can always access it. After the preparation call, we normally suggest a second touch point, which is also to introduce the ECRM Connect, which is the virtual platform where the meetings take place. And this will be also held with each of the attendees. So if there is multiple attendees from the company, we just want to make sure that there is a test call done. Each attendee knows how to use the platform and what the features are. And lastly, really to highlight, CSM always do their best also to advise with best practices. We're normally at this point of time probably very used to virtual meetings and kind of conversations taking place virtually. But we always ensure that there is best practices that we can recommend on how to present your products, what content to use, as well as questions about the buyers who are attending. You will have at your hands, as previously mentioned, buyers' profiles, their categories, what they're looking for, and what their focuses are, to really make sure that you are well prepared for each of the meetings. So it is truly a preparation journey, as there are multiple touch points with the CSM. We send out regular reminders and also updates as we go along in that process. Now, from suppliers' perspective, last thing just to summarize, also, it's really important that you invest the time to prepare for the program. And as Clayton mentioned previously, invest the time for each of the meetings. So that's why also we recommend that you do kind of commit or consider to register earlier on in the program, just to make sure that you will have success in the preparation process, which really is the key. So from my side, I hope this information was informative, and perhaps I look forward to also meeting some of you in the next weeks ahead.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a nice idea just to have a conversation with somebody who has used the platform and been a participant at ECRM events in the past. Tell us a little bit about who Borna are, first of all, just to bring you to life to people that don't know you.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm the founder of Borna Foods. Borna Foods established since 2014. We are a nuts and dry fruit importer, mostly pistachio, almond, and cashew. And we also a small food manufacturer who produce nut butters such as pistachio, almond, and cashew nut butters. And well, I'm not working for ECRM, so today I'm just going to share my knowledge, and I'm not getting any commission, so I'm going to be very, very honest today with everyone. And well, if you have any questions, Sandra, I'm happy to answer.
That sounds fair enough, doesn't it? I think. So yeah, perhaps tell us about the program that you did take part in, and what your experience was of working on that one.
Well, yeah, I have. I think we have attended 3 times during the last 2 years, and being honest with you, it was very, very successful. We listed several companies through the ECRM, and one of them was Ocado. And so if I want to talk about the buyers, they were really serious, and so they search and study about our brand before they join to the meeting, which was very important for us. And so we still follow up. You know, we still emailing some of the buyers which we had from BFO, I mean the last one. And in terms of companies, they are all serious, big, and of course there have been some small companies, so some small buyers, but I found it very, very useful, and it's one of the best and cost-effective way to list with the big buyers. Because if you want to go to attend CL, Anuga, or even IFE, you have to spend at least around £5,000 to £10,000. And well, during the COVID is it's even more expensive. But with ECRM is much cheaper. So you're going to have meetings here in your office, I mean, virtually, and it's much easier and much cost-effective way to create a network, I think.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And I think it's interesting what you said about the retailer researching you, because a point I think we've made a couple of times today is about making sure that the producer has done their research. But I think it's really encouraging that the retailers are engaged enough that they're doing the research back again. So that's good to hear. One question we get asked is about the length of the meetings. 10 minutes doesn't sound very long.
When you try to put everything you want in 10 minutes and practice, then you're going to have 4 to 5 minutes to talk and 4 to 5 minutes to answer questions. And I found it was absolutely fine, because the beauty of this meeting is that you need to really prepare, and you need to just go straight to the points that you want the buyer to hear. So 10 minutes was absolutely enough.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And your sort of rough balance of 4 to 5 minutes of presenting yourself and then them asking the questions, that's good sort of insights for people that haven't done it before. You mentioned trade shows, and yeah, I think everyone agrees now that there's a role to play for both of these. Trade shows themselves, it's a good way of catching up with existing customers, of tasting the product, having the product in hand. As a business, are you still combining the two? You're still doing trade shows? As
you know, we attended Anuga. We're going to attend IFE and also CL Paris. But ECRM is always on our table, so is a combination of both, I think. And
is private label something that you do, Benham? Was the advice that was shared earlier? Do you think that's
we do it for some export clients. We do the private label for some export clients, and we are BRC. We are not still BRC food manufacturer, but BRC agent and brokers, but we're in process to get our BRC as well. So then we can have even more clients for private label. Yeah.
One of the other comments and one of the benefits of us joining up with ECRM is that when we've run our own Meet the Buyer events, they've been very much distributor-led. So we would invite international distributors to connect with UK suppliers to then find routes to market. How do you find dealing directly with the retailer? Do they tend to come with the solution of are they buying direct, or do they tend to work through distributors? Is there a standard?
Yeah, some of the small retailers, they ask us to list our products with distributors in their country. So they introduce us to those distributors. So we talk to them, and we're still trying to list with them. And this Brexit really slow everything down, unfortunately. And well, I don't want to talk about Brexit here, but but yes, they always have a solution for it.
So again, thank you very much. And this wraps up the first webinar. I hope you all had a very pleasant experience.